When we set out, we were the first in this category of intimacy products to be certified organic. And really, the only way that we could do that was to look to the Soil Association to validate the purity of the ingredients that were available. Any ingredients that they endorse have to be traced back to the field, which is an extraordinary thing. The organic movement as such was really started in 1946 when Eve Balfour, who was an amazing pioneering woman farmer, set up an experiment using pesticides on the one side and purely organic principles on the other. She set out to demonstrate the value of growing food naturally without the interference of chemical aids. Her evidence was overwhelmingly in favor of the purity and the benefits of naturally grown food. And she was one of the co-founders of the Soil Association in 1946, which makes it just a little younger than I am. In the 60s, Ruth Carson wrote a famous book called Silent Spring, where she really looked ahead at the hideous consequences to agriculture and to the planet of the continued irresponsible use of pesticides to force growth in plants, which was also affecting all wildlife, insect life, and the quality of the soil. So we embraced those principles, and our feeling was that whatever you put in your body affects the cells of your body, affects your consciousness, affects your conscience. Everything that you put on your body is similarly defined. Early on in our business, we of course conducted R&D. We decided to collect, find lubricant products from around the world. Truly, what we found from the products that were out there did shock us. Many of them were very irresponsibly formulated, but they had been on the market and they'd been accepted as such for so long that they felt arrogant, secure. The ingredients were often cheap, easily available, and although superficially some of these products would give the necessary slip or glide or lubrication, much more was going on that caused us concern. We realized that there were no products out there whose purity matched their performance. Ingredients that we typically found in water-based lubricants started with water, followed by glycerin. Glycerin is highly viscous, it's a form of sugar. It is not a desirable ingredient. It's cheap, it's available, it's lazy formulating, and we were clear that this was an ingredient we totally wanted to avoid. However, it does give viscosity. We had to find something that would provide equivalent viscosity without introducing the sugar and the unfortunate consequences of using glycerin. So it was a no-no. We found many empty fillers which were there just to bulk out the glycerin. And then preservatives were really concerning. Often products would have all 4 or 5 parabens, which again, early on we determined we wanted nothing to do with. So we had to work to find viscosity agents and preservatives which were completely reliable but also were from a natural source. Silicone lubricants have enjoyed great popularity because they are very long-lasting. However, again, they're completely synthetic and they are hard to wash off, so they can coat the skin, they can coat intimate areas in a way that if there are any bacteria underneath them, they can get trapped and multiply. And we decided no silicone either, no matter how high-performing that ingredient is. We decided to work with polysaccharide gums. These are plant gums which confer a high viscosity and slip without being in any way synthetic or having any downsides. The key one of these was flax. Flax is a miracle ingredient. We worked a great deal with flax to extract its slipperiness and to remove the elements that we didn't want. We worked with other plant gums, all of them grown organically, to increase the effect and the benefits to the mucosa and to provide the necessary frictionless slip that we wanted for the water-based product. Our oil-based, which came after our water-based creation, is full of natural oils and butters, and this produces a richly emollient substance which can be very healing as well as a very effective lubricant. This, we say, is our natural equivalent of a silicone lube. The oils and butters that we use are plant-based and organic. It's so important that the oils and butters we use come from plants and not mineral oil, which can actually be very damaging to mucosal tissue. We're completely proud of our products and of the care that has gone into formulating and manufacturing them. This is central to who we are. We want our customers to have total reassurance that what they are putting into this very absorbent, very sensitive part of their bodies carries no risk to them, and in fact can be actively beneficial. We were shocked by the ingredients that we found in competitors' products. We were equally amazed to find that some well-known lubricant brands didn't publish their ingredients at all, and we had to dig very deep to find out what they were. They were obviously covered up out of shame or the desire not to disclose what ingredients were there. We've taken the opposite position. We think that knowledge is power. We think that people taking responsibility for their own health and well-being are absolutely right to want to know everything about the products they are using, the way they are spending their money, how it affects them, how it affects their lovers, partners, how it affects the planet. So we declare everything we can in a way that we trust is reassuring of the authenticity of our credentials and the ethical basis of everything that we do. This transparency is particularly important to us because now there are so many products out there who are riding the wave of organic and natural, using these words without any accreditation or validation, and trusting that a gullible public will pay a little extra for something which seems to offer benefits which are not proven. The word organic is very specific and it needs to be justified. Any product which calls itself organic and doesn't have a Soil Association logo or a similar one from Europe or America really is not to be trusted, because the process of getting that certification is so demanding and it is the customer's guarantee. Words like natural are very hard to define. And it's even possible to call a product organic because it might have a very small amount of an organic ingredient. But this again distorts the reality of the product. All our ingredients are organic. All our products are fully certified, the whole product, not just some of the ingredients that goes into them. And we are proud of this distinction, and we think it's really important that the consumer understands that difference. The Natural and Organic Products Europe show brings together all the major manufacturers in personal care and in food. And I'm thrilled to say that Yes has enjoyed success in this arena and has received a number of awards for our products, showing that we have achieved real recognition on the most important stage in Europe for organic manufacturing. Yes, organic products flourish in the natural field, in the pleasure field, but have enjoyed enormous distinction in the medical arena, where their purity has conferred extraordinary benefits on people who are post-surgery, cancer treatment, many conditions which have benefited from using products which alleviate without compromising the treatment that many women are on after such procedures. This has become incredibly important to us. Menopausal conditions, of course, a prime arena. So we were really thrilled when finally we got approval by the NHS to be listed for availability on prescription. So women with such conditions can now get Yes water-based and Yes vaginal moisturiser on prescription. We were particularly proud because not only were we the first lubricants to receive organic certification, we were the first ever products that are certified organic to be available on the NHS, and we see this as a remarkable accolade. We're keen to stress that not all intimacy products are the same. We believe ours to be the ultimate, the intimate